How's it going, everyone? So this is making the rounds quite a bit as a part of the 30th anniversary for PlayStation, which is really kicking off today. There's a PlayStation 30th anniversary PSN sale that'll be dropping maybe by the time you guys are watching this video, and for a limited time, they're doing a really cool update for the PlayStation 5, and they do have a 30th anniversary video that is live right now. And man, that video going through it makes me incredibly nostalgic, especially because I feel like watching that video, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a little bit, it does highlight like the PlayStation 3 era into today, which, man, so many great games. And again, for me, the PS3 era, I would say, is when I got like super into gaming. Like in the PS2 era, I had the genres of games that I was super into, like JRPGs mostly. The PS3 era is where like my palette of games really got much wider, and I started playing like everything under the sun. So that's why I really gravitate towards the PS3 era, and you might hear me always talk up the PS3. There's definitely a little bit of nostalgia bias there. So I'll talk about that in a little bit, but there was a new update that dropped for the PlayStation 5 as well, bringing back the original PS1 boot-up screen for the 30th anniversary. Also, you're able to customize the home screen to have the design and sound effects that reflect the PS1, PS2, PS3, or PS4. This does seem like it's something that is going to be limited time only, which is absolutely unfortunate. However, I would really hope the fact that they are able to do this paves the way for them to implement PlayStation 5 themes. This is something that people have wanted for so long, something that you would think would be fairly simplistic to implement, and you know what? All of these publishers, all of these devs, they desperate to sell us these deluxe editions, these ultimate editions of games. Why not implement themes so you could actually have a piece of content that's exclusive to the deluxe and these ultimate editions that people will actually be like, hey, that's a nice little addition that I could actually enjoy. Because a lot of deluxe editions and these, digital deluxe editions or whatever, they have like digital art books and digital soundtracks, and that's it. And I'm not saying that digital themes or PlayStation 5 themes would push people to get these digital deluxe editions, but damn it, it sure would have helped, because I gotta say, whenever I see like a $10 upcharge digital deluxe edition that's just the digital soundtrack and a digital art book, it's like, get the hell out of here. At least let's get a theme in there, and I actually think that would go a long way. I think some of you guys might think that I'm making way too big of a deal about this. First of all, you could sell these themes standalone for whatever, $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, and I assure, bro, you think people wouldn't buy a Stellar Blade premium theme on PS5? Bro, that would be the easiest money that you could make, easiest money Sony could ever make, and they'd be chilling on that. They could charge $9.99 for that, and people will buy it. I'm telling you, this is the freest, the easiest money that they can make. However, whatever reason, they have yet to do it, but they are implementing it for the 30th anniversary, so you would think the fact that they're able to implement this, maybe they could implement it with PlayStation 5s in the future. I mean, we're already halfway through this generation, so if we implement themes now, or let's say in 2025, like, we're literally in the latter stage of the PS5 life, and by the time the PS6 comes out, it'll be a new UI, and maybe they'll just have themes right out the gate with that, but I digress. It's just something that is like, man, I see it in my comment section all the time. There are certainly quite a lot of people that do want themes on PlayStation 5, and I just feel like, man, you would incentivize selling digital deluxe editions if you bake in a theme, a premium theme with that. You would sell the theme standalone so you can make money off of that, and I can't imagine it's that difficult to implement something like this if you're doing this for the 30th anniversary. Now, the 30th anniversary is literally, the 30th anniversary, and maybe doing a bunch of different themes, it would be a little bit more legwork, but this is also something that's free, and themes can make you a lot of money. But nonetheless, there you go with that. Pretty cool that we're celebrating the 30th anniversary this way. And on top of that, there's an awesome 30th anniversary thank you video that is live on PlayStation's YouTube channel. It's a great video. Horizon getting the promotion right out the gate, and is the game promoted at the start. And you want to know what the game is about the end with the tagline? It's about persistence. It's Bloodborne. I'm sorry, that could not have just been done out of sheer coincidence. Saying it's about persistence, obviously with the idea Souls-like games, you gotta go after it over and over again, but persistence in terms of waiting for a damn remaster, I think that's either them being very cheeky or, you know, I've said it before, I do think a Bloodborne remaster will ultimately happen at some point. I just think anybody with a brain cell can realize that's a license to print money, and I would have to imagine that Sony is very well aware of that, and 2025 is the 10th anniversary since Bloodborne's release. I just think that makes a lot of sense. The music in this video was great, and you're showcasing some of the biggest PlayStation IPs, not just exclusives, but you have Uncharted in there, of course, which is a franchise that I feel like we need to bring back. I don't know if there's a new Uncharted in development, but man, we haven't had a new Uncharted game outside of the remaster since 2017 with Lost Legacy, and the last mainline game was damn near a decade ago, April of 2016 with Uncharted 4. It'll be a decade before you know it. You see Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy VII. They have a great transition from the OG FF7 into the remake, which, yeah, that's fantastic. See, Batman Arkham is there. MLB The Show, which, you know, not a crazy MLB The Show guy, but that is one of the pillar PlayStation franchises. Tomb Raider, the Survivor trilogy. You also have a tagline, it's all about infamy, or it's about infamy, and you had Infamous. At least Infamous is getting a tiny bit of shine, you guys, and that's Infamous 1 that was in this video. Maybe one of these days we can get an Infamous collection, because I don't think Sucker Punch is gonna go and do a new Infamous game. I think they're very much busy with Ghosts being their new IP that they're gonna release a game every 5 years for, and they're not gonna have time for Infamous, but man, can we at least just get an Infamous collection so we can get Infamous 1 and 2, higher resolution, 60 frames per second, all that good stuff, so I don't gotta be digging up my PS3 to go play Infamous 1. But yeah, certainly one of those franchises that I'm incredibly nostalgic about. 2009, man, I was 13 years old. I still remember picking up Infamous 1, and they kind of tried the Crackdown gimmick with that, where Infamous 1, if you pre-ordered it, you got the Uncharted 2 beta for the multiplayer, but Uncharted wasn't like at that level as an IP like Halo 3 was with Crackdown. But they tried that, and I remember playing the Uncharted 2 beta as well and had a good time with that. But Infamous 1, man, that game was awesome. And yeah, it would just be great to see that game preserved on modern platforms. You got Metal Gear showcased as well, Journey, Street Fighter, Assassin's Creed, Wipeout is there, Sly Cooper, Killzone, let's go. Killzone got a little bit of shine, Kingdom Hearts, and yeah, Jack and Daxter, Astrobot, and then again, ending with Bloodborne as well. Just a really cool video that certainly will make some people nostalgic. But that update for the boot up screen, man, hopefully that paves the way for themes to actually happen, and I just feel like it's free money for them, but at the very least, you got this rolling out right now as a bit of an homage to the history of PlayStation and the 30th anniversary thank you video as well. So check the thank you video out. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. I think some of you guys can get a little nostalgic with it. Kind of wild to think 30 years of PlayStation. PlayStation 1 was my very first console. I got it well after the initial release. I think I was 1 or 2 years old when the PlayStation 1 dropped, so, you know, it is what it is. I didn't get my first console until I was like 6, I want to say, so I got my PS1 a little bit late in the game as far as it being out. Like, by the time I got my PS1, the PS2 was already out, so yeah, you know, your boy had some catch-up to do as far as that's concerned, but that'll do it for me. Again, the PlayStation 5 update, bring back the original PS1 boot-up screen, which is so cool for the 30th anniversary, and we had a 30th anniversary thank you video. Let's hope that this does pave the way for themes to drop, but yeah, fingers crossed on that one. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there, and again, for the boot up screen, it does seem like this is a limited time thing. Hopefully they course correct and decide to keep it permanent, but again, your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.